Hello everyone, welcome back to Tina Teach IELTS Grammar Simple Sentence. Today's lesson is about call, put, and how we can utilize them in our sentence, their structure, why we need them, and because they're very common words, as you've may be able to figure out already if you spend some time with English. That's why it's important to tackle them in today's lesson. Okay, so first off, what do we have? We have the following structure: verb, object, and then complement. Okay, we have verb, object, and then complement. Now, I have two sentences. I've divided them, so it may look a little bit confusing, but I will go through them with you one by one. And let's compare these two sentences that I have over here. We have the subject, the driver, was, so this is a linking verb. Subject complement, tired. The whole sentence reads, the driver was tired. However, if I divided them into structure, the driver is the subject, tired is the subject complement, okay, because tired modifies the subject, the driver. Now on to our second sentence. The journey made, object, the driver, object complement, tired. The journey made the driver tired. The driver being the object and tired being the complement of the driver, which is the object. As you can see here, the driver stops being the subject, but the relationship between the driver and the complement tired remains the same. We have different sentence structure, yet it gives us the same relationship, albeit the label for the words are different, right? Because on the first sentence structure, the driver is the subject, but on the second one, the driver is the object. Let's move on to the second slide. The subject complement relates, okay? It establishes a relationship to the subject of the clause. The object complement relates to the object of the clause. As I've mentioned before, when the driver is the subject, the complement tired refers to the subject, the driver. But on the second one, the complement refers to the object, the driver, since it is no longer a subject. Next up, in both patterns, tired relates to the driver, regardless of whether or not the driver is a subject or an object. Now let's explore some more examples of object complement. The thief thought himself rather unlucky. I prefer my soup hot. They called the dog Jessica. The thief thought himself rather unlucky. I prefer my soup hot. They called the dog Jessica. Now, rather unlucky, hot, and Jessica are all object complement. Moving on to verb, object, and adverbial. The adverbial in this pattern typically expresses a place or location. Here are some examples. The man put the coat over his arms. We keep the car in the garage. The path led us through trees. He got the screw into the hole. The man put the coat over his arms. We keep the car in the garage. The path led us through trees. He got the screw into the hole. His arms in the garage, through the trees, into the hole. If you've noticed, these all express place. They are adverbial that express location. Location is within his arms, in the garage, going through the trees, and the hole. Those are all locations. Now let's go back to the top and go through the whole lesson briefly as a review. First off, we have verb, object, and complement. The driver was tired. The driver being the subject, tired being the subject complement. Okay, it modifies the subject. The journey made the driver tired. Now the driver ceases to be the subject no longer. It becomes the object. And the object complement tired refers to the object. Although their names, the label of the structure is different, the relationship is still the same. The subject complement relates to the subject of the clause. The object complement relates to the object, correct? In both patterns, tired always point to the driver. The thief thought himself rather unlucky. I prefer my soup hot. They call the dog Jessica. Verb, object, adverbial. Adverbial within the structure typically expresses a location or a place. The man put the coat over his arms. We keep the car in the garage. The path led us through trees. He got the screw into the hole. That's it for today's lesson. I do hope that you enjoy the video, and thank you for tuning in and watching until the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Learn today, better tomorrow, and stay tuned for and or. See you next time.